Murderbot had a few moments after being infected with the battle override module, during which it both recognized what had happened and determined that stopping it was the only option. Since the combat override module was almost finished downloading, Murderbot's sole opportunity to stop it from killing the humans in Preservation AUX was to be killed. But as soon as it saw Mensa wouldn't shoot it, it took her rifle and shot itself in the chest. Murderbot shot itself in the chest, but it is offline and severely injured but not dead. Murderbot also shoots itself in the chest in all systems red to prevent the combat override module from taking control. When Murderbot awakens in its cubicle following major body repairs, the narrative abruptly jumps to the following chapter. Maintaining AUX removed the combat override module, had Murderbot fixed, and returned it to their habitat. In addition to saving Murderbot's life, the process allowed Gurathin to examine its systems during the SecUnit's outage. He identifies Murderbot as a rogue construct after finding the compromised governor module that makes it follow commands. Although Murderbot saved Preservation AUX's life by shooting itself in the chest, this choice resulted in numerous problems later on. Since Murderbot has stated that it wants to kill people without distinction, some viewers might find it hard to comprehend why it would be prepared to give up its own life in order to stop the killing of people. The simplest explanation is that Murderbot detests being made to perform tasks, and it detests being made to commit murder even more. Shortly after describing the combat override module, Murderbot exclaims, "Fuck that," and expresses intense guilt for the Ganaka pit massacre. Murderbot's decision to shoot itself makes sense just based on that. It did not want to lose control of its own body, nor did it want to commit another massacre and kill others. Though it won't acknowledge it right now, Murderbot also has a strong affection for Preservation AUX members and wished to spare their lives. The best clients Murderbot has ever worked with are Preservation AUX, who are also among the few people Murderbot has ever had a good relationship with. Although it may wish to murder people, it is not interested in killing these people. Murderbot's realization that the other SecUnit wanted it to destroy Preservation AUX itself was one of the more perplexing parts of Murderbot Episode 4. While waiting for Murderbot's combat override module, Pinley and Arata got a chance to kill the other SecUnit, which had a prime opportunity to kill both Mensa and Rat-T. It appears that the other SecUnit intended Murderbot to murder Preservation AUX in order to demonstrate the effectiveness of the combat override module and to provide it with a believable excuse for the carnage. The other SecUnit wanted to murder Preservation AUX, but it had to explain how 4 of its men perished while they were at Deltfall Survey. In the end, when the company and Murderbot began its inquiry, their murders would be explained by forcing Murderbot to kill them and then killing Murderbot itself. On the other hand, observing Murderbot decimate Preservation AUX would be unquestionable evidence that the combat override module was operational and that it could rely on Murderbot to obey its orders. The other SecUnit needed to ensure that the combat override module would make Murderbot compliant in order to enlist it to its owner's cause.